Mazes okay here. I want to show us the Ajam hospital in Ezinifite and its current state. But before I do, note that the road that I'm currently driving, untarred, is part of the road awarded by P2B but discontinued by former Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano. This is part of the EEE road, Ekulobia Ezinifite Ekulumiri road that leads down to Onubi. But again, that's a story for another day. Here is the hospital in question that I want to speak to us about today. This hospital was constructed in the 1970s, early 70s, mid 70s by Star United Club. Star United Club, these are men, my forebearers, who came together and thought about what they can do for the community, and they decided that they will build a hospital for the community. And since then, this hospital has functioned properly. In recent time, there was an agreement with the University Teaching Hospital, Anambra, where they pay 3 staff members, 1 junior doctor, and also to bring some fund to rehabilitate and renovate the hospital. Sadly, since Obiano took over, this has not happened. This hospital you see here has a space of about 15 hectares. Half of it, on the other side of the road, is being used for old people's home construction, which was championed by former governor's wife, Eberechukwu Obiano. But again, that project in Nigerian way has been abandoned. Nothing is happening there too. Here we have a very large hospital built by my forebearers, where I have personally in the past donated wheelchairs, Zimmer frames. Some of us also had given ultrasound machine here, and we have, in one way or the other, brought money for the repair and maintenance of this hospital. Obviously, it hasn't worked out. The question then is, what can be done? Anambra State government did agree to bring in some fund, also to bring in staff members and send in students here to use this as an extension of Nanda Azikiwe Teaching Hospital Nnewi. But again, that hasn't happened. This is where government failed. Now, we are in a new government of Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo. Professor Soludo, this hospital is critical for Ezinifite, and this hospital is critical for the environment. It's critical for the whole of Aguata, and this hospital should receive attention. What are the options before us? Ezinifite, Star United Club, and people of goodwill are looking for a partnership to ensure that this hospital comes back to life. Be it build, operate, and transfer, reconstruct, equip, and operate, any form of MOU that is going to make sure that this hospital comes back to life is welcomed. Government must invest in this hospital in order to bring it back to life. This is the sweat of our forebearers. The structure is there. The land is massive, 15 hectares of land. Rarely that you can see such happening. Other universities can also come up with fund to see if this place could be used for something much bigger. International donors, nothing is off the table. But again, it breaks one's heart to note that this hospital lies here in Ezinifite, in Aguata local government area of Anambra State, in ruins. Every day, it gets worse. It's really, I must note, heartbreaking to walk around here and see this in this mess. Last week, I was in Ebonyi State and I saw what Dave Umahi did with King David University of applied sciences. Again, it's gratifying to know that something like that is happening within the Southeast. We call on the relevant authorities to please, as a matter of urgency, before the building gets worse. Something has to happen, and it has to happen very quickly. Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, your intervention is needed. Again, if there are private individuals, corporate bodies who are looking at this and they think that they can intervene, our doors are open. The sweat and the effort of our forebearers must not be left to rot this way. Walking around this environment, it's indeed very sad to see. I am Mazen. It's okay.